For me, with what has happened to me, I have chosen to be in the path of solving problems. I have been sold out. My mission, one of my missions on earth, is to solve problems. And I want to encourage you today, in what you do, whatever you do today, ensure you are solving problems. I want to ask you a couple of questions today, and I wish you would genuinely give an answer to these questions. Have you ever carried a burden that isn't yours? Have you ever carried a cross that is not meant for you? I mean, you are aware that this cross isn't for you, and you genuinely carry it. Have you invested in people before? I mean, people who are not even from your family, your brethren, people who are outside of your family circle. Have you invested in them because they are good in what they do? They are skillful, or they are intelligent, or you feel that they have bright future? Have you genuinely done these things? I ask these questions because I woke up this morning and I got caught up with thinking of the past, of my past, things that happened to me growing up as a young man. And when I think about this, most times when it comes in my mind, I just wish things were a bit different. I wish that people that I actually ran for to help or for help actually lended a hand. But then when I think about it the other way around, I realized what was happening with the Israelite and Pharaoh. And some teachers will say that God shut the ears of Pharaoh not to hear, not to release the children of Israelite, just so that the Israelite will see the doings of God, if I must say that way. And this happens in life most times. People will expect that they are our destiny helpers. People will feel that these ones are the ones that's going to help us out of certain situation. And sometimes they see that when this situation happens, they are nowhere to be found. And that got me thinking again. The part of the scripture that says, woe to him that put his trust on a man. That means that man can actually fail. Man can indeed fail. Back then, that was the lowest time of my life. Some time of the year, while in Futo, I had this financial challenge that was to consume me and everything around that time. I ran to the mighty, the big in my family. To cut story short, no one came through for me. None of this. And the painful part of it is that that these persons or these people, they are capable, they are well to do, they can actually help you out of the situation. But because you are not born of same mother with them, as what they call in Igbo language, nage. That is to say, he's my mother's child. You can actually have same father but different mothers. You see this thing a lot in the southeastern part of Nigeria, or mostly most part of the world, where people don't render help to their blood just because they are not of same mother. I tag mine that was what the situation was there. And like I said, I had high hope, high trust, high faith that these persons are capable. They have all it takes to help me out of whatever situation I was in then. But the opposite was the case. And then when I think about it now, I realize that actually God doesn't want anyone to take his glory. Because if everybody I have hoped to be there for me in my raining days or my difficult time, if they all show up, what it means is as tomorrow they wake up and say, if not because of them, I won't have been who I am today. And like the scripture will say, I am what I am through Christ who strengthens me. So that would have been them stealing God's glory from me. But I ask these questions because in as much as I would say that sometimes God doesn't want anyone to steal his glory, I also want to look at the part where people can wholeheartedly decide on their own to be impactful to people around them, whether they are family members, whether they are not family members. People can actually extend their hand. It is one of the most dangerous things a lot of people, if I would say wealthy people, do or mistake is that a lot of people feel that their children must be the one to succeed them in terms of succession, you know. And history has shown a lot of times, you know, that people will hope, people will build on hoping that when I'm no longer there, this person will be the one. Sometimes it doesn't always play out that way. So why am I asking all these questions, and why am I saying all this? You know, you see, there are certain injury you inflict on a child. It will remain with him for the rest of his life. There are certain pain you cause people, no matter how you try to make it up. That pain, that scar is always there, you know. So those people, you know, even though I have forgotten or forgiven, but there's this thing that even when you meet them, you feel that this person is thinking something towards you. You know, if a feeling of guilty can be, you know, sometimes they say the guilty conscience fears, a clear conscience, they say, fears no accusation. You know, sometimes you see these people, you see how they behave towards you. There's this guilty kind of thing in them because they had the opportunity to be there for you, to be part of your story, but they choose not to because of whatever reason they have. So I'm saying this today. Wherever you find yourself, in whatever you do, in your own little way, there is always somebody to impact. There is always somebody to invest in. And the highest and the best kind of investment anyone can talk about in life is the human investment. Okay, it's not enough to say somebody is hungry, you give him money or whatever. Some people will say, don't just give me the fish, show me how to fish. So I'm here today with the things that has happened to me and people around, and I'm encouraging you. If you have an opportunity to invest in anyone, I mean, wherever you are today, you must see it as a privilege. Let me say that. Whatever you think you have acquired, all this, the scripture will tell you that they are all given to you. Because someday you will live here and these things will remain. So, and you will not be remembered by whatever it is you have acquired, you know. One of the philosophers, he will say that you'll be remembered with two things in life: the problems you created and the ones you solved. So it's left for you to choose. I mean, what would you be remembered with? Is it the problems you created? Is it the problems that you solved, even including problems that you are not even the creator, but you solved them? So for me, with what has happened to me, I have chosen to be in the path of solving problems. I have been sold out. My mission, one of my missions on earth, is to solve problems. And I want to encourage you today, in what you do, whatever you do today, ensure you are solving problems. Ensure you are affecting life. Ensure you are touching destinies. Ensure you are a ladder through which others can climb. A lot of destinies are attached to you. When you have it and you hold it still and you refuse to open up your hand and you refuse to invest, you will end up cutting short a lot of destinies. And if those people end up making it different, all that means tomorrow you will be an enemy. An enemy you created for yourself. So I'm encouraging you today, ensure and you start investing in people. They don't necessarily have to be your family members. Thank you so much.